All right, so I'm running Staccato P. I already told you this is one of the creme de la creme of handguns that you can actually run, and this is a great one. It has a Parker Mountain machine comp on it, so that's going to let some of these gases escape. This is going to be a really flat shooting gun. I just want to show you the way it runs. I like the way this cycle was reciprocating. It was really flat. It was actually so flat that there's a little bit more anticipation that it seems like that I had when it came to taking a shot, because I was expecting, you know, burst, heavy recoil, but you know, you're getting not that heavy recoil when you're actually shooting this firearm. But this here's the Staccato P. This is my man Tom right here. Tom's one of the most world-class gunsmiths that you're going to find right here in Las Vegas. And Tom, I just want you to talk to me about this Staccato P and what it is that you're running, because there's a few really special things on here. So tell me about what it is I got in my hand.
Yeah, so we got a Staccato P here right now. So it is a steel frame, threaded barrel with the stainless steel barrel. And then I threw a PMM Parker Mountain machine comp on it, so it reduces recoil a lot. You have your Tron RMR HD, which is, in my opinion, probably the best red dot sight for handguns right now. It has a trigger that is tuned to about 3 pounds and 0 preset. So,
tell me something about this grip tape that you got on here. Notice a lot of people obviously want to change, you know, their grips, and they want to stipple their grips and stuff like that. But I notice you're a grip tape guy. Tell me why.
It's just simple. It's easy. So if you start sweating, bleeding, whatever, you still get grip on the gun.
You're a more than one Staccato owning person, I noticed, right? 17 round magazine. Is this Staccato P magazine running in your C2 also?
It will fit, yeah.
It will fit. The C2 obviously has a shorter magazine.
So C2's 16 standard.
Okay, is that 16 fit inside this P?
No.
Not at all.
So it's like a 19 won't fit in a 17, but a 17 will fit in a 19.
Okay.
So
I want to say give me a price point on the magazine, but don't give me a price point because I don't know what they say about us giving prices to stuff like that. But
they ain't cheap.
Have these magazines been hard to find when you're trying to get more of them?
Not hard to find, but they're expensive.
Okay. What holster are you using? I see you're running an X300 on here.
So that's an X300 Vampire. So we're running a Safariland 6354 modified. Okay. Or no, 6390 modified.
So this looks like a different X300. What is this, X300V?
So the V stands for Vampire. So it can do white light, IR light, and it can also turn the head off completely, so no kind of white light discharge.
Are you calling Staccato the top-notch, top tier of 2011 guns?
No.
No?
It's not the best. It is definitely probably the most reliable at its price point. It is the nicest issued handgun that Metro PD out here, Henderson PD, there's 1,800 police departments that are issued these guns, are allowed to carry them.
Okay.
So it's proven. You won't see Atlas or Infinity or Nighthawk. Some departments approve Nighthawk, but even then you're at another price point where...
Magwell. Did this come with the Magwell? Is the Magwell an aftermarket accessory you got to add?
That one comes with the P.
Okay. This is Staccato. This is just an awesome piece of machinery. Awesome piece.
Shoot the Staccato P, PMM comp with that RMR HD, 1 MOA dot. Ready?
When it comes to recoil,
there is none.
There is none.
There is none. You're riding you're putting your first shot right into your second one. It's dumb.
Staccato C2, which is actually the carry version of the Staccato. This is what it is you want to carry if you feel like spending, you know, double and triple the money. But it's very reliable, and the people that actually handed this over to me, I trust what it is they have to say. But we're going to let a real expert, a person who owns this, we're going to let him run some rounds through this, and I'm going to show you what this really does.
Cool. Stand right here, bro.
Let's do it. Show me something with this C2, Tom. Let me start off. What holster did you just pull that out of?
So this is a Sin City concealment in M81. So concealed, C2, 16 mag. Pass her off to you. Empty.
So now, when we're talking C2, C2 is obviously the carry size or the carry version of this. What it is that you're going to conceal.
So it's 3 ounces heavier than a Glock 19.
Okay, so you came from running Glock as your everyday, as your everyday firearm. Yep. Give me the upgrade that you think Staccato has over your everyday Glock.
Let's compare. So this is what I used to carry. So we're gonna, in size, so slide home. Basically identical.
Okay.
Trigger is where you're really getting the benefit. So with the Glock, you have that little bit of take up right there, hit that wall, creep, break, which I do love this trigger. This is the standard Co. with Dumpster Defense's trigger shoe. Great trigger. But it can't compete when you get into the C2, which you literally have right there. So you have your take up, hit that wall, break, and reset is instantaneously back right there. So as a turn on target is instant.
So as I'm looking at you holding this as opposed to you holding the Glock, looking at the tang of this or looking at the beaver tail on this, you believe that this beaver tail is much more improved than what it is that you were shooting when you were shooting your Glock?
So it's going to be more the grip angle.
Okay.
So a 1911 grip angle, no matter what you're doing, it's always going to be a natural, just straight shooting grip angle where you're holding the gun straight. Meanwhile, with a Glock, you're getting into that much more aggressive, canted grip angle to line your sights up all down that you're angling down forward. So 17-degree grip angle, I think those are like 15. So
does this have the hand safety or the grip safety on it?
Yep.
And you just have the grip safety basically?
Goon tape does a great way of disabling a grip safety because I already know how to hold the gun, how I want to hold the gun. Don't need that. The manual safety is tactile, more than tactile.
We were on the range before with somebody who actually modified their safety on their Staccato. Your boy, that's the pilot, right? What was it that he did with his safety that maybe you didn't have to do with this one?
So he was just playing around with his a little bit more. He didn't like the fitment and how it was clicking in. So me, when it comes to stuff like this, you always want to send it directly back to the manufacturer, especially a gun of this caliber, because you're looking at something without the accessories at $2,500.
Okay.
So you're not going to be doing, and everything's hand fitted, so it's not like a Glock where you can kind of do your own gunsmithing. If you're not familiar with the 2011, don't. I'm not a fan of the 2011.
Right. Have you had any challenges with ammo with this Staccato?
So I'm at not even 500 rounds on this yet. I've taken it out 3 times now. We're probably sitting at about 5 now. My P has eaten everything. So
what plate are you running on this?
These are designed specifically around the Dawson plate. So Staccato works hand in hand with Dawson for precision. Awesome plate. It goes all the way down, tightens down, snugged up, and then we witness marked it. So.
And I'm noticing it's not a high plate. It looks like there's a lower center.
Yeah, they drop low.
They do drop low.
They drop low.
Does Staccato make something that's direct mount?
No.
Not at all.
No, they want to be modular. So they want to be able to, depending on, because again, these are all duty pistols. That's what they care about. Whatever your department approves, they want to be able to switch back and forth between them.
Okay. Is there anything with the recoil spring that you would change?
Not yet on that one. When I poured it, I might go lighter, but as of right now, for reliability, it has been very, very reliable.
Yep. I love it. Staccato C2.
Staccato C2.
Yeah, that's a good one. I had to bring my boy out because his Staccato, he's actually has this incredible trigger job on his Staccato. And that's really what it is I want you to show me. I want you to show me what your trigger job is about on your Staccato. And if you don't mind, share with me what it is you actually did.
This is my Staccato P. I purchased it stock with a Dawson comp about 2 years ago. This is, it's a limited edition, so they no longer have this package with the comp and these serrations. That's how Staccato runs. It's like, it probably was out for about a year, then they sold them out and they changed designs to different variants. But this is a great gun. I believe it has pretty much all, it has all these OEM parts on it. Because I'm a curious person and it's because I'm an amateur gunsmith, I had to change the trigger. I didn't have to, I just wanted to. It came with a stock 4-pound trigger, so in the rear of the gun, it has a spring. I can't remember what it's called. It's maybe called a tuning spring. It's very different from the Glock. The Glock, you change springs that you purchase, but on Staccatos you have to bend the spring, and it's trial and like error.
The trigger came from where?
Oh, it's a stock trigger.
So it's a stock trigger. You just changed that spring that you were talking about, or just tuned that spring?
I tuned the spring. I took the spring and I bent it. It's a very interesting spring, but it's the same as a 1911, so it's about a 120-year-old design spring.
Where'd you get the idea to bend the spring, to mess with the spring? Was that from videos you were watching? Was that from other Staccato owners? Was that from the competition guys? You know, where'd you get that idea?
Probably competition, and I got it off of YouTube just to satisfy my curiosity. This gun at 1.4 pounds, I would consider it's very dangerous to own. If you want to perform this, you have to know what you're doing.
The difference from that trigger to, you know, the stock Staccato trigger, give me how many variables up do you think it is?
It's a difficult question. The stock Staccato spring, there's nothing wrong with it. It surpasses the Glocks, the P320s, and all the popular trending guns. This is it's a proof of concept to me. And yeah, it makes you a better shooter as long as you grasp the fundamentals. The problem is, it's like every time you shoot it, it turns into a bad habit shooting, because if you switch it back to the common and like the Glock, it's not squeezing and the break in the shot when you expect it.
Okay.
So you have to know this is a very niche item. You would not use this for concealed carry. You would maybe use it for competition shooting, because the faster you could shoot, the better.
When you're shooting this suppressed, there's a lot of carbon that's building up in it?
Yeah, absolutely. It makes the gun very dirty. I would say Staccatos are a very reliable pistol as long as you're not suppressing them. You could probably shoot about 500 rounds on it or more, and as long as you keep the lubrication on it, it should run. And if you're using the stock spring, it should also make it more reliable. But
when you were doing this gunsmithing, was there a lot that you had to do, a lot of research to do the gunsmithing on 2011s? Because at first, when some of these came out, I was a little steadfast to try and get one, because I was like, there's not a lot of gunsmiths who work on 2011s to do some of these upgrades if I wanted them.
Yeah, the Staccato is not like a Honda Civic where you have to upgrade parts if you want to make the gun cooler.
The grip on this Staccato is just incredible. The grip, I love how the tang, you know, like he was talking about, that 1911 straight grip, that straight hand angle. I really like that. I love the window on this hollow sun. You know, we got a round in the chamber. We're on safe. We're off safe now. And let's see what it does. Look, just a sneeze. Just a sneeze. I wasn't even squeezing the trigger. As I was talking, it was almost like the vibration from me talking, and my finger was actually making the trigger go off. That was incredible. This is easily today one of the funnest guns that I've shot out here. I want to appreciate, man, I really thank you so much. You know, appreciate all your intuition about what it was you did with that right there.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.